Blessings crew, and welcome to this week's offering. And this time we are around the other way, but in the dining room still, mainly because we have a little friend who's found her little safe space. So we're just going to honour that and leave her there rather than her running backwards and forwards. And Mr. Monty is under the table, so. Take a moment, crew. It's a bit of for me this week is a little bit topsy-turvy, and so I'm bringing that to my yoga mat with me, and that's part of this, right, is to just kind of come into where you are, what is going on for you, and kind of not shying away from that on the mat. We kind of giving our nervous system some relief from whatever's going on, and at the same time just being really honest with what is going on for you as you come to your yoga mat. We're going to start standing, so just take a moment, find your feet, maybe move around a little bit. I have the luxury of an hour again this week, so we are going to kind of use that, move, stretch, and be in the place. Let these puppies hold some space as well, so kind of just noticing if you've got your doggy or cat companions with you, kind of bringing them into your practice. Don't forget that we are a huge part of their life. We are their life, so unless it's a cat, they'll tell you otherwise, but they are. So noticing, and we're going to inhale. We're going to bring our arms up and noticing our spine, how we're feeling, where's the energy levels. Exhaling down, inhale up. Exhale, feel the air around your fingers. Inhale, come up. And exhale, just bring it down. One more like that. Inhale, come up. We're going to link our fingers at the top and then take it over to the left. So just lifting that right side of the body up and over something. And inhaling up and exhaling and over something the other way. Inhaling up, let the arms come down. Let the shoulders drop. Shake out the hands. Bring the feet a little bit wider. Turn the toes outwards. We're going to sink down. We're going to bring the hands down. And we're going to inhale. We're going to come up this time. Right up through our legs as well. So as we exhale, we bend into those knees. Sweep it down. And inhale up. And into that space. And we're just going slow. Let everything just warm up in your body, in that slow breath, slowing the body down. And we've got one more like that, so coming up. And those side stretches again, except this time when we head left, that left hand comes down. Our right arm reaches and we turn and look under that right arm. Inhale up. Exhale, slowly take it over, looking under that arm. Puppy. Oh, tired puppy dogs. Inhale up. And exhale, come down slow. And we can go to the half squat for this one. So tailbone goes back. Hands come down. Butt doesn't come down yet. We're just pushing back. If you want to make it stronger, reach those arms out in line with your ears. then we can stay there and we can come down to that full squat. Just notice how everything's feeling. Whew. And our hands come down, our hips lift. Forward fold, straighten out the feet. Soften the knees. We can keep our hands down for some support, or we can fold our arms. Let the body just stretch down towards the floor. Bring the heels in, dropping down again. Squat. Notice things. So we can go halfway, we can prop underneath our hips, just and find what's going to feel good. And then sinking our way all the way down, scooting back of your knee. So, lifting our toes up towards the roof. Good girl, miss. Good girl. So those of you that might be kind of wondering, who's that? This is Miss Lily's second full day here. She's doing really, really well. So we are sitting in Dandasana team. So arms come down alongside the body. We lift up along the spine. We kind of take a couple of breaths there, noticing what's going on. And we're going to take this left knee and we're going to bring it in. And we're going to lift it up. So lift that foot up. We can do it from here, okay? So if we can't lift that leg, we can just kind of move up and down gently, not too much pressure here. If we're okay with lifting that leg, we can circle into the hip. So just check out what feels right for your body. Change direction, round the other way. And then let's change sides, but just notice that difference left to right. So what we are noticing, team, coming from a squat into the seated, is what's going on in our hips. So do they feel like they need that strengthening? Do they feel like they need loosening up? Is it a bit of a combination? Change direction, go round the other way. And then bring those legs down. Take them out in front, give the knees a wee shake. Roll the shoulders down, check that we're not starting to re-lift our shoulders up around our ears, and we are going to come back into a squat. So that might mean moving around the mat in a particular way. So take yourself into that squat, find your way there. Just kind of breathing your version of a squat team. So if you're not all the way down, just kind of lift and keep your feet flat. So just kind of work into what muscles we can work into. If you're comfy in a squat, a little bit of movement. Remember that not that you know, for a lot of people in the world, there are not chairs. And so, you know, we will do everything from cook our dinner to talk on the street, to toileting, obviously, in this position. And it's really only recent that chairs came into being. Don't get me started on how they're not good for us. So bring the hands down, lift the hips up, take those feet out a bit wider, move into the knees, let the head drop, let the face relax. This time we're reaching our arms around, linking our fingers, we're reaching up to the roof. Let the head go. Bring the hands down. Slowly come up, so bend into those knees, come up to standing. Oh, sinuses clearing, it is nice. And step your feet back together on the mat. Take a breath there in Dandasana. One moment. Oh, you have to check I'm okay. Did you have to check I'm okay? Oh, we have to make sure that she's alright. Yes, we do. Look, they're all standing in Tadasana waiting. Yeah, they are. They are. Introducing Miss Lily. Introducing you. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. So from Dandasana team, we are slightly warmer. Okay, so when we from Dandasana to Tadasana, from seating to standard, we are a little warmer. Hi, baby. Hi. And so we're just noticing that. We're noticing how our body's reacting. Oh, you want more kisses? More kisses. More kisses. Hey. And we're going to inhale. We're going to take our arms up again. Reach into that space. Get our yoga mat chewed upon by the dog. Reaching up. And we're going to come down. And this time, we're into our chair pose. So that's how we're going to get. Oh, are you going to be helpful? Are you? Are you? Are you? Hey. Who's mum talking to? Who's mum talking to? Oh, have we got a new trick? Have we? There we go. We can reach our arms up. We can. You may have guessed, is that the cue? You may have guessed that she's still a bit of a puppy. Hey, I'm leaving them all in chair pose. Hey, you have to learn from Monty. Hey, sleep mode. Let me do this. Hey. Shall we move? Shall we move? We're going to come into a forward fold. Getting yourself licked and eaten while you're there. Optional. And then we're going to go to down dog. Let's see if we can get the dog to go down, eh? So we're going to go plank, down dog. Oh, Miss Lily, what's mum doing? Oh, thanks, baby. Yeah, thanks. Nice deep breath time. What you doing? What you doing? Oh, you want to play? You want to play? Going into plank. And bring the knees down and into frog pose. Oi! You were asleep. That was why we were doing this. You're not asleep anymore. Are you not asleep anymore? So frog pose team, feeling into those same parts of the hips. If there's a bit of a theme. Can I do another down dog? Can I? Can I? No. Hey. Can I do a down dog? I need a down dog, don't I? No. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Right. No. No. I know. No. I'm not one of your puppies. No, I'm not. Settle. We're going to do down dog. So, into plank we go. No. Up. Up. No. And we're going to go up into down dog. Unless we're getting eaten by our dog. No, really. Can I do this? Can I do this? No? So we're going up through our hips. Down through our heels. Shake your arm. Good girl. No, nothing. No. And what we're going to do, team, while I'm sorting out the puppy, we're going to take that left leg and we're going to extend it up towards the roof. No. 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 Okay. Come over here. Yeah. No. No. So lifting that left leg up towards the roof. Good girl. Here's a little bit exciting. It's a bit of energy around. You take Monty and take him for a run. Does he not want to play? Does he not? We're going to bring that left leg down. And we're going to come into plank again. And we're going to come up. We're going to take the right leg up. Unless, of course, you were watching the antics of the dog, in which case you might want to kind of even yourself up. And then we're coming down into that plank again. We're going to bring the knees down, then we're going to take our left foot, we're going to step it up and come into that high lunge. Good girl, that's it, that's it. Hey, settle down. Oh, I know, face kisses. Hey, look, Monty's got to sleep. No, 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 no. Mama's not for eating. No, she's not. She's not one of your puppies. No, she's not. No, no. She's not one of your puppies. So we're going to sink down and lift gently up. Oh, I know. Hey? Am I not playing with you? Am I not? Chaos, team. Chaos. This is what home practice is like though, right? You know, the cat decides it's going to climb on you. The puppy decides to be a puppy. You know, the mailman arrives. All those things. Nice deep breath here. We're going to bring our arms down. Link our fingers. Roll the shoulders, blades down, tuck the chin in. Nice deep breath. Yeah, you're a distraction. Yeah. Noticing that front knee team that quite often wants to roll in. We're going to sink our way down. And then we're releasing our arms, we're coming up and reaching. Well, if you guys hadn't rolled in the grass, you wouldn't be itchy. Ay, ay, ay. We're going to come down and we're going to lift those hips and stretch into that front leg. Nice deep breath. Yeah. On camera. Wait, Lily. No. And we're going to sink down, we're going to go back into plank team and see if I can do this again and not get eaten. Down dog. Nice deep breath. Come forwards. Right leg's going to come forward. Into high lunge. I know. Come up slowly. No, I am not a play toy at the moment. No, I'm not. You're going to inhale, take those arms up, sink into it nice and deep, team. Just find your enough point. You too. Yeah. Lots of breathing, crew, so lots of kind of sinking into I know, this will be something you've never seen before. That water, what have you found today? Fountains? Yoga mats to chew on? Yeah, no. It won't taste very nice. Reaching the arms around, linking the fingers. She's like, you. No, Lily, no. Wait, no, no. Good girl. Reach those arms down. Nope, nope. No, it's not a game with my foot either. So we're going to take our chin down, stop our dog from chewing on our yoga mat. Oh, she took it away, team. No. I know. Oh, you're going to be cute now. I'm going to be cute. Then we're reaching those arms up again, Koo. So come up slow into that space. You're showing off your Spain scar. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we're going to have the tail chase. We're going to sink down slowly. And lift those hips into that stretch, nice deep breath. We're going to step back into plank team one more time. Up into down dog. Long, slow, deep breath. No, 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 no. Then as we come down this time, we're going to take our knees out to the edge of the mat. But we're going to sit back and walk our hands in. So we're using it as a spine stretch. I had a beautiful question about what do I do if I can't do, oh dear, it's the tail chase team. It's very cute. It can go very awry if it ends up on camera. What are you doing? You're chasing your tail. And it was about whether if I can't do cobra, what do I do instead? And so this is one alternative if you can kneel. And so we've got our butt back on our heels. And we're just easing up through the chest. Where did Monty go? Did you lose him? You're a good ball. Then what we do from there, Koo, is it's almost like we're doing a cat cow. We tuck our chin in. We lift the scruff of our neck up towards the roof. And we come forward again. You big puppy. You're going to get dizzy. You'll make yourself dizzy. Yep, there you go. And you lost where Monty will just like, we're going to take our toes under and we're going to wander up. This is that moment where I'm like, do I just give up on filming? And I'm like, no, because this is what it's like, right? This is practice at home with 2 dogs. Hey. Yes. You, Miss Lily. Hey. Being allowed to be a puppy, eh? Being allowed to be a puppy. As you guys can see, she's had puppies. She had 10, didn't you? Hey, they've all been rehomed, haven't they? 9 of them survived. Hey, no. I'm not one of your puppies. She's taken to cleaning Monty's whiskers. Ah, no. What? No. Lily, no. Thank you. Ah, no. Thank you. I know. there, we're going to reach our hands forward and we're going to stretch along the spine. Ah! No, 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 no. Good, I know. Not the yoga mat. Hey, not the yoga mat. Then we're going to wander back up. We're going to lift ourselves up through the hips and into a forward fold. Let the head drop, let the face relax. Oi, no. Nope. Nope. Ooh. We're going to wander our way up towards the front of our mat. No. 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 Lily. No. No. No, being cute does not stop at being a no. No. It tastes really good too. Eh? No. And from here, we're going to take a pause. Hey, we're going to take a pause. Oh, what have I got? Do you know what I've got? That is what you do. There we go. That's better than Mum's yoga pen. Good girl. Right. Can I do some more yoga? Uh-oh. Watch out. He's heard the squeaker. We'll just call this the comedy yoga session, shall we? So, feeling grounded team, feeling into your feet again. Think back to the start. Okay, so how are we feeling now? And we're going to inhale, bring our arms up. And this time we're working into our back a little bit more, crew. So we're finding that lift. And you know, some of you will see where the tradition is to really bend back. We want to just start with that chest lift. If you know what you're doing, all good. We're going to take our hands behind the back of our neck. I'm going to lift up through that chest. And we're supporting the head so we don't flick it backwards. Thanks, baby. And we're breathing. Okay, so we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to open up and we're going to take our chin in. Release some energy. Whenever you've gone back like that, you're going to come slowly forward. No, he does not want to play with you. He does not. We're going to ease back through our hips. And then we're going to tip forward and let that spine ease out. So you think of our Ashtanga practices, our Vinyasa practices, so all of our flows. We sink down and we're lifting back up. We would do these back bends over and over again, okay? So this time we're doing it with our feet a bit wider. And so as we lift, again we can support the back of the neck, right, so we can feel it. As we lift this time, our hips are on a different angle. So we might find we lock in a different place in our back. So lift up, find that, breath, big deep breath. And then bring it back to center. Bring the hands to here, okay? So to the kind of above the heart space. And this is the bit we want to lift up. So we're going to get used to that lift, opening up under the ribs. And keeping our chin in. Again, we can take our hands around if it feels a bit wobbles. Just notice that it's this part of our chest and back that are moving. Bring it back to center. Bring it through and down. And let the head drop. Let the face relax. to walk our way back into a plank. And then we're going to mount down crow. And again, some alternatives to cobra. And one of the real classics with cobra is pushing into our hands. We don't want to do that. We just want to lift our head and shoulders, and we're going to leave most of our belly on the floor. And then what we can do there is feel for what's going on in our lower back. So come up onto your forearms to support yourself. And if there's pinching in that lower back team, so if it feels like it's kind of grinding, okay, so come straight back down and just go up gently through the upper back. We want to engage those muscles. It's not so much about stretching as strengthening them. Much happier now that we're not showing a yoga mat. Hey. Did you get the ear up already? And so from here, those of you that are a bit more flexible, all we have to do is gently push into our elbows and lift our chest to get that deeper stretch into the spine. So breathe. Then we're going to roll back. Push into our knees, lift our hips up. Take our knees to either side of the mat. And let that spine ease out, really ease out. How do you think, Monty? Hey, do you remember being like that, Monty?
Yeah, I do.
All puppy energy, isn't it? Then from there, crow, we're going to roll out the roll ourselves down to the floor. Yep. You are going to tie yourself down. Yes, you are. And somehow between me and the dogs, we're going to work out how to do this one. So we're going to keep our feet tucked in. We're going to move our tailbone so that our tailbone is trying to dig into the floor. It's a little belly lift. Everything else is relaxed. And we're arching the back slightly. Now that arch can move all the way up to under our shoulder blades. Okay, and then we can roll it back down. And we can arch it back up. So our tailbone going down and roll it back down. And so we're just going to do a few like that, just really gently. It's like the pelvis is rolling and then rolling back, and that's what's giving us that beautiful lower back stretch. And we're just going slow. We're keeping our chin tucked in, so we'll feel the double chin happen, and then back down. One more. This time around, oh, kisses. Hi. Thanks. Oh, I know, I need my whiskers cleaned. Oh, I need my face cleaned. We're going to hold gently that lift. We're going to feel like imagining that we are doing a wheel, so a back bend. And in a back bend, we've got to be able to do this, but we've got all the weight on our hands, and not all of us can do that. Okay, so we're creating that shape in the spine without creating that pressure. Is that good better? Yeah, okay. Right, enough face kisses.
Then we're going to ease down through the spine. Good girl. And we're going to bring our knees in towards our chest. And again, that's that space that we've just been creating going the other way, rocking gently side to side. You're helping.
I'm rolling gently, Mum.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to roll over to one side and come up. Because the other thing with our back bends, it's usually our hands, right, that won't let us do a back bend. Yes, Miss Lily. No, those hands, no, you don't get to eat my hands. That's what this is for. Chew that. Oh, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our hands around, crew, because when we go backwards into a back bend, that's the shape, okay? So we have to get these wrists strong enough to be able to do that kind of shape. So we might start with them in close, we might not be able to get them flat, let alone turned around. And then over time, we're going to walk our hands forward until we're on all fours in them. And it's a lovely stretch, especially keyboard warriors, our keyboard crew. If your work involves a whole lot of being on your keyboard, or on your phone even, you know. And we're going to come up. No. Go on. And we're going to take our arms up. No, that's not your cue to jump up. So. No, it's not your cue to jump up. Oh, you're a bit big. No. Go on. No. That's it. That's the tweet. That is the tweet. Once we've got our arms up, crew, we're noticing that those stretches got us between the shoulder blades, right? And so that space between our shoulder blades, because the other thing about our back bends, we're going to be able to take our arms right over our head. Okay, and we might never get back into a wheel. Okay, no. Lily, no. We might never get back into a back bend, right? And so we have to think, oh, but I can get all those stretches and I can make those shapes with my body. And that's a lot what this is about, crew, is recognizing, you know, the things that sometimes we think we can't do, we actually can. You know, we just need to break them back down. So if you think of this sequence as an alternative even to a back bend, that's where we're starting to get all those movements, and as much of that movement as we can without the risks, without that weight bearing on our wrists that a lot of people can't do, but still keeping that movement in our spine as much as we can, okay? So from there, we're going to bring ourselves down and reach forward into opposite-toe, taking the knees up nice and wide, so frog legs. Reach it out. Kind of just pause for a moment and feel the spine as much as you can. So that awareness down along the spine. Nice deep breath. And some of this is awareness, crew. So we're going to come onto our forearms. Tuck our chin in for the back of our neck. And then bring that chin up and just feel again the length of the spine. And we can come up and into that stretch that we used as an alternative earlier to our cobra.
and perhaps feel a little bit different along that spine. Nice deep breath. We might feel different in our shoulders. We might want to roll our shoulders down a little more easily. Day 2, team.
Pretty exciting, isn't it, Miss Lily?
Yeah. So from there, team, we are going to do a pigeon sequence. And one of the things about pigeon that I always go on that it's a back bend sequence. It is, but our hips might be the focus when we first work with pigeon. And so we're going to take that left knee, slide it around the dog. Left heel under right hip. Right leg stretches back. We're going to come up and here's our spine stretch. Okay, so we're lifting up gently. Really got to let those hips go. Okay. Now if the back's feeling it again like it's had too much, drop down. Otherwise come up to here and think, yeah, actually to reach back and get my right foot on the back of my head, that requires my back being supple enough to do that, not just this hip flexor. And we might never ever touch down, right, with that, but it's that knowing, so what am I trying to get the feeling of in my body? What's my body going to benefit from in terms of this?
Yeah, I saw you falling asleep. I did.
Then from there, team, we are lifting that right foot up because so much of this is that flexibility. Give it a moment so that if you've got a little bit of cramp, it'll go away. Left hand down, right hand slides back, finds that ankle or that foot, or maybe not, might wave at it. If you're starting to work into that flexibility, you might be able to slide that foot into your elbow. Just notice, how is it feeling? And then that foot comes down, and we come down, and this left hip might be going, are you not done yet? And just like that, she's asleep again. Nice deep breath team, noticing how everything's feeling. We're going to come up and out, slide that left knee back. Good. Slide that right knee forward. Check on your back. And again, just because one side we can do, doesn't always mean we can do the other one. And so we're sinking down through the hips. And we're just feeling into that shape. What's going to feel good for our spine. Then slowly bringing that left foot up. Right hand to center. See if we can find it. We might be able to slide it into the crook of our elbow or not. We might be waving at it over there somewhere. And then let that foot come down. Stretch your way down. Nice deep breath. So all of this kind of movement, team, we're going to circle our way back as we come over and around the dog to our hips and bring our soles of our feet together into Baddha Konasana. And just notice that we've kind of moved around the hip space, right? To get to where we are. And so we're going to lift up along that spine, that nice warm spine, give it a little wriggle. And another thing that has been coming up more in my classes that I teach here in Napier has been the idea that once we're in a pose we have to somehow be quite kind of still, especially those of us that have come from a Iyengar practice where there's a lot of holding. And as soon as we say hold, we often add still in our mind, right? When we're holding a pose, we're constantly adjusting it. And I think that takes a little bit of getting our noodle around that, even in this, I might need to move my spine. I might feel like I need to do a different movement altogether. And learning to listen to that is one thing. Then being able to do it in a class where you've got someone in authority up the front is all about that person up the front making you feel comfortable to listen to your body. And it's always a big compliment to me when someone actually starts doing that in a class, unless it's with that idea that I'm not giving them something, like something's going on, and then I question me, like, what is it that person needs? It maybe it's just it's the wrong class for them, or maybe it's hang on, we could adjust, we can do that. And so just kind of making sure in the classes that you take that there's lots of room for that. It's a room for your body. You know, your body should be welcome.
Okay. So you're welcome.
We are going to take our head and slowly drop it over towards one knee. Nice deep, deep breath there. We're going to inhale out, we're going to take it the other way. And then we're bringing it back to center. We're going to take our legs out in front. Again, little shape, Dandasana. So lifting up along that spine. And again, even that, we suddenly stiffen up and it's like, no, lift, but keep the rest of the body around the spine quite kind of loose. Otherwise, what we're doing is tightening everything back up. And take our left foot and leg and cross it over our right hand or right elbow to that knee. Round into a twist, looking over your shoulder. Nice deep breath. Bring that back to center. Take that right hand and slide it down that shin, over the top of that left foot, and bring that left leg across the body. So back into that same pathway that we used in our pigeon sequence. And then release and change sides. Left hand or left elbow to that right knee, round into the twist, looking over your shoulder. Bring it back to center. Slide that left hand down that right shin to the right foot and bring that leg across your body. bring that back to center. And into open cross-legged crow. Just kind of find your way there. This would be a nice time to Shavasana if you feel like doing a Shavasana before the meditation, or this is a beautiful time to sit in meditation. There is two this week. There is one brief one here, and there is the longer one sitting in SoundCloud. This one really is about, especially those that might have done the whole class, that contemplation of where we are, right? That at certain points it would have been really, really easy to turn the camera off and just kind of, you know, think, oh my goodness, this is too chaotic, it's yoga, it's going to put people off, and yeah. This is yoga, right? Yoga for householder, yoga for where we are, yoga with a rescue dog who needs me, you know, and especially in the next, you know, few weeks as she settles in. So this is that moment where we let that be the contemplation, we let that just in for a moment. So you can do this with your eyes open, you can do it with your eyes closed. But first off, just that what's it like to be where you are now, you know, and what's your body feel like if you allow yourself to be where you are now. So find your breath, soften into it, you know, and just kind of bring your awareness to your experience of the last, however much of the yoga you got through, your environment, your interaction with me online through this video. And take some breaths, take some slow breaths that bring you into that. Notice your thoughts, just notice them.
Is this the neighbour's dog? Vicky. Yeah. Back. We need to have a look.
And so notice your breathing. Soften your shoulders, soften your jaw.
Oh. I know. You let me know
And as you do that, as the thoughts just kind of pass on by, and you don't have to hold on to them, you might notice if there's a theme and go, I'll check my theme out. You're going to notice just yourself being in the moment, being in whatever it is, how your body's feeling, your environment. Sometimes we try so hard with meditation, and really we just need to soften. And I put just in inverted commas because it's hard, but softening is the start, coming into a restful sense of things. Not feeling like you need to go and do anything. You might like to stay with that for a while, or you might need to come back into the rest of whatever your day, the rest of your day holds. Or you might want to turn that SoundCloud meditation on and spend some time there. But from here, Miss Lily, bringing the class to a close with a good howly bark. Thank you for joining the chaos. But also, hey, come and tell me what it's all about. It's the neighbour's dog, Mum. Is it the neighbour's doggy? Is it? Is it the neighbour's doggy? Here we go. Many blessings, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Chaos. I gotta sort out the neighbour's dog.